got a couple more reviews. First up, trade paperback. I picked up X-Men The End. I did pick up the individual issues when they came out, and I enjoyed them. But what threw me off was the disjointed fashion in which they came out, and that, you know, there's 3 parts, 6 books each, okay? So, as as those came out, you read them and you enjoy them, but, excuse me. But as I read them, you know, sometimes you get to another issue and you kind of forget about it. And back when this was coming out, I was a single guy. Life was different for me. I was maybe drinking a little bit more, maybe the wacky tobacco a little bit. So life was different back then. And so when you come to a new issue, sometimes you'd be like, I don't even remember that. Fuck. You know? So reading it in one giant, you know, title in a sitting that was a little more continuous, this is a great title. If you haven't read X-Men The End and you're a Chris Claremont fan and you enjoyed Extreme X-Men, you'll love this. I mean, there's definitely some nods to Extreme X-Men in here and Claremont and Salvador Larroca's run, which was fantastic. If you haven't read any of the Extreme X-Men, I highly recommend it. It kind of faltered towards the end, but the beginning of that series was great. And X-Men The End was great. Fun read, great art. You do get some Greg Land Cheese-tacular covers, which calls for some Greg Land smiles. Yeah, you know. So. Anyway, you know how much I love Greg Land if you watch these videos. Yeah. Greg Land, for you, buddy. You make me smile. Alright. Next up, I reread Green Lantern Rebirth in trade paperback form. Again, same deal. Although with that one, I did remember each individual issue. It was just nice reading it over again. The art in here by Ethan Van Sciver was glorious. Beautiful art. Dark. Just amazing stuff. And it reminded me how awesome Jeff Johns' initial start on this was. This guy owns Green Lantern. I mean, this is the best stuff since the origin of Green Lantern. There's just nobody who has a grasp on this character in the last few years like he does. I know Ron Mars had a great run. Judd Winnick had a decent run, but you know, those were with different characters. And I would honestly say that it's hard to bring a character back from where Hal Jordan was. Excuse me again, it's Parallax, but Jeff Johns has done it. So, both of those I highly recommend. I picked them both up in my local Barnes & Noble. So if you got Barnes & Noble, you got Borders, you got whatever the hell you got, go pick up some trade paperbacks. They're fun. They're fun to read and enjoy in big runs. And it's nice also, I like picking these up because then I don't have to pull out the original issues. I don't got to thumb them and get beer and whatever, like Thor where I got beer on it. That sucked. Points to anybody who knows what the hell I'm talking about. It means you've seen old videos. But, I mean, just overall, good stuff. So, I guess that leaves us at questions. So, let's hit them up. Let's get the old email set up and going. Okay, first question. Love your show. Thank you. This is from Marty1932. Hi, Mr. Burpee. You don't gotta call me Mr. Burpee, man. I'm just Burpee. I'm Brandon. I'm Burpee. I'm Brandon Burpee. Whatever you want to call me, Mr. Don't worry about it, man. I need to call you Mr. You're Mr. Marty1932, alright? You don't gotta respect me. I respect you. You come and watch these things. I got all the respect for you in the world. Anyway. Hi, Mr. Burpee. Love your show. Thank you for recommending Viking by Image. The artwork is awesome and the story is good, even though, as you warned, it is oversized. In these. I couldn't find a bag for it at my shop either. Have you picked up issue 1 yet? I'm looking forward to your review of it. Thanks. Unfortunately, Mr. Marty1932, I have not. I am having one hell of a time finding Viking #1. I'm stopping short of getting on eBay and ordering it, but God, I hate paying shipping for something that small. So if I can find an awesome deal for it, I'll get it. But otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm really hoping that something like the new Comixology app, where they have a comic reader on there. we'll have it, and we'll cover the Comixology comic app maybe next week, because it's pretty fucking cool and I highly recommend it. Let's see. So we'll get into that later. But no, I have not gotten Viking #1, and I really want it. If anybody wants to send it to me for free, go for it. But otherwise, I will find it at some point and we will watch it. Okay, we answered that one. We already answered the issues longer. It's because I'm a rambler. Alright, from the Geeky Productions. Hey man, just wondering if you read JSA, and if you do, how do you think the new 2-book system will work for them? I think it will work fantastic. I have not yet read the newest JSA with Bill Willingham and Sturgis, but separating the two teams, I think, will give it a lot of room to breathe and let it stand alone, because there is definitely two, as Jeff Johns has built it up and left it, there are definitely two distinct teams of JSA within the one JSA. You've got the younger group and you've got the older group who want to do it their way. The younger group with Magog kind of, you know, they feel like they need to be a little more active, you know, and a little less defensive. And I'm really excited to see that. And that will be the JSA All-Stars section of it. So I'm really excited for this. And you know, I do read JSA. I love JSA. Jeff Johns' run was amazing. I didn't enjoy the last two issues, which were the fill-ins, unfortunately, with Obsidian. But I've got high hopes for the Willingham Sturgis run. Those are the guys from Fables. If any of you don't know that, if you enjoy Fables, come over and jump on JSA and give these guys some money. Because I think the way they handle characters in Fables, they do it so well, and they've got such developed characters that I think they'll do a great job with a very large cast like JSA. Because they do have quite a large cast with Fables as well. So it's proven that they can handle such a thing. So, sorry to ramble again, but to answer your question, I do think they will do an awesome job, and I cannot wait to get 2 JSA titles in 1 month. That would be awesome. Alright, yeah, I guess that's questions. That's it. That's all we got for questions. So, how about one more random Hulk fist moment? Alright. Hey, I'm done with you. Stop making sound. Anyway. Won't fucking stop. Anyway, so that's that for this week. Again, I'm really sorry, webcomics. Until webcomics are a little more accessible for me, I can't find a lot of time to get on my computer, which I've said in the past, connect to my TV, it's hard to do. If you, Zuda.comics, can get an app, I will be all over that shit. I will read the fuck out of it. Like I said in the last video, somebody asked me about RSS feed. I don't know, man. I don't know how to work that. An app that I can jump on to the apps, I'll pay for it. I'll pay $4, $5 gladly for it. If I can jump on there and just read Zuda Comics, that's awesome. I would be all over it. And also, Zuda Comics, I want to congratulate Rockstar, was the winner of the month for July by ZSA. Amazing comic. I enjoyed it. Now that the month is over, though, I will reveal who I picked. I voted for Anthony Biven. I did. I really enjoyed his comic. I love his art style. If you ever watch this, Mr. Anthony Biven, I would love to work with you. I've got a great story about a man and a robot. And it would fit your art style so beautifully. Anyway, so that's what I voted for. But the Rockstar thing was my second place vote, to be 100% honest. So, and I'll read more Rockstar for sure. I think it'd be cool. So, anyway, that's it for this week. Next week, we'll be back. And I hope you will be too. So thanks for coming into Burpee's Comics.